Hi everyone, I'm Dane Lafata, an enrolled agent. I'm admitted to practice before the IRS, and today I want to explain one of the most significant tax changes for the 2025 tax returns, and that's the no tax on overtime deduction. If you or someone you know works a lot of overtime, this could mean thousands of dollars in tax savings each year. So let's break it down in plain English. From 2025 through 2028, the IRS will allow workers to deduct a portion of their overtime pay. Now, this doesn't mean the entire overtime check is tax-free because it's only applying to income tax. So there'll still be Social Security, there'll still be Medicare tax on your overtime. Additionally, it only applies to the premium amount, and that's that half of the 1.5 that counts. For example, if your regular pay is $20 an hour and the overtime rate is 30, you'll get to deduct that $10 an hour extra on your overtime. Here's what you can deduct. It's up to $12,500 per year if you're single, and up to $25,000 per year if you're married and filed jointly. That means if you earn a lot of overtime, a good chunk of it won't count towards your taxable income, which means a smaller tax bill for you. So who qualifies? You must report your income on your W-2 or your 1099. So it has to be official pay, no deducting under the table pay. You must include your Social Security number on your tax return. I think most everyone does that anyways. And if you're married, you have to file a joint return. So no married filing separate to qualify for this deduction. Additionally, the deduction works whether you take the standard deduction or you itemize your deductions. So basically everyone that files a return with overtime, as long as you're not filing separately, will qualify for this deduction. But there is a catch, and that's this phase out section here. So once your income is over this $150,000 amount for single or $300,000 amount if you're married, the deduction starts to phase out. Now what that means, as your income rises, your deduction reduces. And at some point, you won't be able to deduct any part of your overtime pay if your income is too high. So employers are going to play a role here, and they'll be required to report to the IRS the amount of qualified overtime they paid you each year, and this will show up on the W-2. And the IRS is recognizing that this is a significant change, so for the tax year 2025, it will offer a transition relief as everyone adjusts to how this is going to be on the W-2, what overtime actually qualifies, how to report that, how to keep track of it. So there'll be a little bit of transitioning here in 2025, and the IRS has recognized that, and they're giving some relief to the payroll providers, the ADTs, the ADPs, and your HR department. So let's look at an example. Say you make $20 an hour, so your overtime rate is going to be $30 an hour. You work 10 hours of overtime, so you're going to get paid $30 an hour for those 10 hours. It's $300, but 200 of those dollars are going to be at your regular pay, and then that 100 extra dollars is going to be your overtime, your premium pay for the week. And that's going to be what's deductible. If you did that for every week, you'd earn about $5,200 a year, and then that becomes your deduction, that $5,200. In the 22% tax bracket, a $5,200 deduction is an $1,100 tax savings. So that'd be $1,100 less in taxes you will pay with this new no tax on overtime provision than you would have paid the year before. So that's looking at a significant chunk of change there. It's pretty exciting. Should lower people's tax bills for the people working all this overtime. So here's the bottom line. Overtime just got more valuable. If you work extra hours, you'll be rewarded not only with a bigger paycheck, but also lower taxes. This kicks in starting with your 2025 tax return. That's the one we're going to file in a couple months here in the beginning of 2026. So keep an eye out for any updates. And always, if you have any questions about how this affects your situation, give us at Lafada Tax Service a call. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, be sure to share it with someone who works overtime. Thank you. Thanks for watching. At Lafada Tax Service, we're here to help you keep more of your hard-earned money and make sense of all the new tax law changes. Stay tuned for our other videos, where we'll break down additional tax tips, money-saving strategies, and updates that matter to you. If there's a topic you'd like us to cover in a future video, send me an email at dane@lafadatax.com. We'd love for your input. Helps me pick which videos people are going to watch. And don't forget Lafada Insurance Services, where you can get competitive quotes on auto, home, life, and business insurance. That way we can protect your family, your property, and your future all in one place. So whether it's taxes or insurance, the Team Lafada has you covered. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you in the next video.